What is up? So it's been a uneventful turkey season so far for a lot of us. Only 2 of our pro staff members so far have successfully taken a turkey. Most of us that are on the staff are turkey hunters. A lot of guys haven't had a chance to go out. This year it's just not been working on the property. We literally, I've been hunting almost every day. I think it was one day this past week I didn't hunt, but been sitting on my butt a lot, waiting for these turkeys to come in, and just haven't seen them. I've been seeing them across the field. Actually just walking out to my blind, I'm out of breath because I'm out of shape, let's be honest. This time I got smart. I drove my truck to where I know I could, as close as I could, and dropped all the equipment, or all the blind and decoys and chairs, because I'm hoping my dad gets out here. He's on his way back from the other side of state right now. So I'm just gonna sit here. I think it's right now it's 12:30. Last night my dad and stepmom, they were out driving in the fields like we always do, because it doesn't bother them. They'll just stay right there where they're at. Where we drive at, it's always on the opposite end of where they're at, and they just look at you and go on their merry way. But last night they sent video of some turkeys in our field finally. So because right now behind me, right out that way, is where all the turkeys are. Graham and I went out yesterday, and we didn't see any on the hunt, and then we came here, and in that field we could see at least 2 strutting. So I'm going to set up here. I'm actually set right out in the middle of the field here, which the turkeys don't give two craps about the blind in the middle of the field. So yeah, I'm going to set up here. Got to get my decoys all set up, and running the AVNX. Great decoy setup. I'm telling you, if you're going to buy any new blinds, definitely not paid by any of these companies. So I wish, don't we all? This is the Primos Double Bowl 270 blind. This thing is absolutely amazing, especially for turkey hunting, because you don't, by turkey season, it's really not that cold out, so you don't really got to worry about heating it. I did use it when it was below 0 a couple years ago before I built my elevated blind. But the cool part about this thing is you can see out but can't see in. So really cool setup. But all right, I'm gonna get to setting up my decoys here, and I'll get back with you in just a second. All right, so we are back in the blind. Everything's set up good, I feel. So the way I did is I set up my my Jake over a laydown hen, and then I have the feeder hens like they're walking away from the Jake and the about to be breeded hen. So basically, you're creating that illusion of that one hen is getting lucky, and the other ones obviously are not, so they're walking away. So obviously, if anything else comes in, the disinterest, obviously the Tom's going to want to come see what's going on, hopefully. So yeah, I have the AVNX, I believe it's the half strut Jake. So far been pretty successful with those. Before I even had my own for a group here, I used to borrow some from a buddy of mine, and every year we've shot turkeys over them. So, and I've also shot turkeys off of the cheapest. I was literally stuffing newspaper inside of them to keep them to have some shape of a turkey, and shot a beautiful Tom over top of it. So doesn't really make that big of a difference. Who knows? I was watching a video the other day, and a guy, he's like, the size of turkeys, he literally threw this little size of a pea, a little bit bigger than a pea, to these younger guys, and said, they're like, what's this? They're like, that's an actual turkey brain. That's how small their brain is. So the three things that turkeys, 3 things they worry about: what am I going to eat, where's the ladies, and what's going to kill me today. So that's the only 3 things they worry about. They don't worry about like what that blind is. If they see motion, that's obviously what's going to catch their attention. They're going to get out of there. you know, food. So obviously you want to find areas that are feeding. They that's the most important thing, especially off the roost. Going to go start feeding. You know, the men are after the females, and then obviously going to be in an area where they can see any potential predators. You know, there's you know, obviously coyotes. We do have a coyote problem on both properties. Been out coyote hunting. We've heard them, but have not successfully killed any during a turkey or a coyote hunt. But during deer season, my dad last year shot 3, so that was good, because no matter what I'm hunting, me and most people, no matter what we're hunting, if it's turkey hunt, turns into a coyote hunt. So and you don't have to worry about that shot. You know, you see people constantly, and I've done it before. You shoot a turkey, half the time they have no idea what that was. They don't know that's a gunshot. They're used to loud noises all the time. So you take your shot. A lot of times that turkey will come on, or they'll stay around in the area, or the other times they're going to go over there and start kicking the crap out of it while it's flopping around on the ground. So don't think that's going to ruin your hunt. I mean, it's proven. There's so many videos out there, and you know, a lot of very successful hunters that have done stuff like that, and it's not affected their hunt. The one thing, you know, like, you know, the blind I mentioned, they don't care about the blind in the middle of the field. They don't know what that is. I mean, they're not, you know, like a deer. Obviously a deer, you know, they really they know their areas pretty well. But turkeys, it's hilarious. You can sit in the middle of the field, as long as you don't move or they don't see certain things they don't like. I mean, they're just gonna come right up to it. So this is just my personal you know, my personal encounters and things I've watched from, you know, guys that have killed a bird in almost every state but Alaska. You know, there's this, I can't remember the name of the challenge, but this is some of the tips they had, and then I listened to it, you know, because these guys are successful. Because you always get those people on social media platforms. You know, if I were to ask, can I put a blind in the middle of the field? And then you get these just jerks, you know, guys that are just, they know everything, they're better than you. If you don't know by now, you probably should go to a new hobby. Get lost. You guys are a joke. We're all in this for the same thing, you know, help one another out. So like me, again, I go on all these YouTube pages, forums, and I try to take out the stuff that is legit. And then you get these guys that, you know, just looking for a suggestion, and then everyone's got to be an absolute jerk to people. That's not right. Because remember, there's, you know, there's younger people that want to get into this that are reading these comments, and they're scared to write or ask questions because jerks like you know, not you in particular, but there's people out there that may watch this video, and you might be one of them guys. Quit that, man. That's not cool. You know, give some tips. You know, and I get it. There's some times where people ask the same questions over and over and over and over, especially during archery season. What broadheads are the best? That is the hardest question ever to answer. Go shoot some broadheads. Make sure your bow's tuned. You know, back to turkey hunting. I can get in a whole other thing on that. But that was another thing. You know, I did a video the other day, and I just kind of trashed it. And that, you know, that was one of my things on it, was what grinds my gears is just people that act like that. That's not cool. Help one another out. You know, if you got some tips, you see something I might be doing wrong, I don't care. Put it in the comments. Help me out. You know, I've been pretty successful for the past 6 years. I've been turkey hunting, because I just got into it about 6 years ago. It's everything I've done's worked for me. This year, we haven't even really been seeing the turkeys in these fields. You know, during scouting, you know, a month up to turkey season, we were seeing them, and then they were gone. Same thing at the other property, where we wouldn't even give them pressure. We'd do drive by, you know, just drive by. You know, the field, it's 500 yards off the road. We weren't affecting them by, you know, driving by, because cars drive down that road every day. Just turkeys, they change their areas, you know, a little bit of pressure, different feeds. There's so many variables. So big thing is help one another out. That's what we built this channel for. Hopefully for some entertainment. It'll get better as time comes on, because we're getting, you know, better cameras. We know we just got the shot cam. I hope to get some turkey footage on that. We're getting some more GoPros. We're getting a drone soon. A pretty sweet DJI drone to do some more like infomercial type stuff. Obviously can't use it during geez, oh Pete's hunting season. Apparently that's illegal. I'm gonna look into see what the all the rules is with that, you know, because if we're not hunting or just doing some scouting or whatever, I gotta look into that. So if you know, go ahead and put it down in the comment thread what it is for the state of Michigan. Obviously I'm gonna confirm it by reading it myself as well, but you know, you never know. Some of them things are clear as mud sometimes on the rules. So yeah, things will get better with this channel. We have now, I think we're a total of 19, that's including me, on our on the 810 group. We are always looking for more people. We just added our first female, Tammy. She's been a great addition. She's out there hitting social media. We're actually trying to get in some stores, and hopefully, you know, she's been doing a pretty good job with that too, just spreading the word. So we've already got into one store and a couple other potentials. So our clothing will be in some hunting stores, and some, like the one right now is going to be in a automotive accessory. A lot of hunters go in there for the accessories. So we're trying to just trying to expand. It's we're doing, the website's doing really well. Anytime you guys are hitting the shares, you know, we're doing like and share giveaways. If you're on our Facebook page, if you're not, get over there and like it. You can win some free stuff. We're going to be doing a wood plaque one here soon. It's actually our logo, and then we'll obviously explain that down the road. Clothing, I've been giving away a $50 coupon code, so it's basically $50 free 810 gear, and you can get anything on the webpage. We did a 50, 30, and a 20. I'm gonna probably try to do that once a month, depending on how things roll out. But I'd like to do more. You know, our brand is not really, it's not that big yet by any means. The only way to get it big is just keep doing what we're doing. You know, always looking for suggestions. I'm watching videos. All of our guys are watching videos on how other people do it, and we're trying to, you know, do it in our own twist. Try to make it entertaining and fun. You know, you watch some of the videos where, you know, hear us laughing and joking, you know, about a band being on a crow. Like, little things like that to me is funny. You know, it's just, we're having a good time. That's what we're out there for. You can hear the train. So right where the turkeys have been, where we've been seeing them go off the roost, is just on the other side of those railroad tracks. They roost on the railroad tracks, essentially, like the trees. We see them fly in and out of them in the mornings, and at night, right on the edge of the tracks. The train doesn't bother them. But that's what's, I don't know if that's the transition for them, is to come over right now. Obviously, they were out here yesterday for my stepdad, or my stepmom and dad sent me a picture, got me all excited, because they just haven't been over here. During waterfowl season, hopefully you can hear me. Let's let that engine get by. Pretty long train. Forgot where I was going with this. Oh Pete. During waterfowl season, we had a ton of turkeys. We would literally be sitting, and they would get, you know, 50 yards from us. Huge groups. You know, we had a bunch of toms out here, huge groups of hens, again, 50 yards from us. So, you know, it seems pretty promising. But always, when it comes to turkey season, they end up moving to a different area or a different part of the property, and they're just not in the same spot. So, not a big deal. That's why it's called hunting, not just killing. You know, some days, you know, I think 3 of my 6 birds now have been on opening morning or opening day. So for me, you know, when you don't get one on opening day, it's a little like, am I going to get one this year? Because it's only been 7 years, because one year I did not get one. Because I waited till the middle of the season to get my tag, and that's, you know, this year they changed it in the state of Michigan where you can only get, obviously you can only get one tag, but I'm really hoping you can hear me over this freight train. The season goes from April 17th for the ZZ zone. I believe that's south of like Bay City or whatever it is. I don't ever hunt up north, so I don't know really the line. So the ZZ, I can hunt from April 17th all the way to May 31st. That's a long hunt. Before, I think it was like 14 days, which it was so hard, you know, especially for people that have very busy work schedules. Their schedules just don't allow them to get out that much. So 14 days maybe only turned into two or three hunts, because they may only have Saturday and Sunday, and then family, you know, if you got young kids and sports and whatever else. So I'm glad the state opened that, because once your season was over, you were done. I don't know if that's the way it is in some other states. To me, I don't really get the thought process behind that, because we have an abundance of birds. But they're you know, they have the scientists and all the conservation and all other stuff to make that decision, I guess. So they get paid more than me, so there's a reason why they do what they do, I guess. But other than that, the train's pretty much gone. Some other things, just on us, is we've added 5 more pro staff members. Obviously, I talked about Tammy a little bit. We've added some more guys. Actually, 11-year-old. He saw some of our 810 merchandise shirts at a Independent Archer Association shoot, and he's also into archery. And he got all excited, and come to find out, he's a distant cousin on my mom's side. I don't think I've ever met that side of the family. Maybe I did when I was younger, but the mom messaged me and was like, you know, he saw the shirt at the shoot, and he's like, that's family, you know, that's cool. So he went home and watched the YouTube channel, and his mom said, we have a fan now, you know, a big fan, which is cool, inspiring. So I put that message from the mother on our ProSat page, and I said, if this doesn't inspire you to keep doing what we're doing and, you know, get more and better content out there, you're in this for the wrong reason, you know. So just about everybody was like, let's put him on staff, you know, because he's obviously on the archery side. He fishes, he hunts, does everything. So Tyler, you know, welcome aboard. We're gonna get you some cool stuff here soon. Right now there's 19 of us. I want to bump that number up a lot to get more people in it. It's such a low commitment of anything, and just a great group to be a part of. So get over to the website, check out some of the new merchandise. You know, we got some of the new dog. If you're into the dogs, you know, the retrieval, you know, lab. Obviously, I got, you know, Chase doing real well as a puppy up until about 13 weeks, and I don't know if it's that terrible 2 stage. You know, AKC sends you a email once you know, registered your dog and stuff, and said it's basically the terrible 2s from the sounds of it at 13 weeks, and he'll basically go chase his bumper. I changed to his favorite toy. He'll go grab it, and then when he won't bring it back. So try the trek cord. He starts to like his ears pin back, and he seems like I'm mad at him. I've never striked the dog, so we'll work on that. But anyways, back to the shirts. So that was kind of my inspiration on that. Pretty cool shirt. Put a picture in the video here, and then we did an On Point 2, which is the second design of the On Point. You know, we have Logan Brown with his dog Boone. I got to go on my first pheasant hunt. It was a blast. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to go on my next one. But apparently there's no pheasants or chuckers. They thought there was going to be a huge slowdown with the pandemic going on, and to me, from what I've seen, that was the complete opposite. Because where was I at? Playing in the woods. So you know, I got that one turned out pretty good. Actually did a bunch of those yesterday. Then we have the limited design, which is the black with little gray outdoors. It's a 2-color shirt. That's the only one that's a $20 shirt. Other than that, all the other shirts are in the $15, $16 range, depending on what size you are. They turned out great. So that limited shirt is going to go away at the end of this month. We're trying to, you know, really get this out there. This is the original logo. This one says Pro Staff, but we made those for all the Pro Staff members. Because remember, we do our own screen printing. We do all our own stuff. So if you have any ideas of things you would like to see, different colored shirts, I will send you a list of all the colors of the manufacturers we use for clothing. We don't use cheap like Gildan shirts or anything like that. In the very beginning, we used Gildan hoodies and Gildan soft style shirts. Now we've went to another manufacturer that is way better. We're not having those little, you know, stray strands or like material defects because there was a huge shutdown, and I can't be mad at the companies. But so far, this new brand we went with, they fit really well for like a designer shirt. Like, you know, the guys that wear the tap out shirts, or, you know, you go to ATA show, you get the QAD shirts, the really comfortable t-shirts. And we have so many colors available, but we've only picked the ones that we thought, you know, as hunters would like. So always open for suggestions. Give the suggestions if you want. Some design ideas. As you could tell in the very beginning, our designs were really simple, but people were buying them. And as time's gone on, I've gotten better at designing. We have some more sources for designs, so if you have ideas, send them to us, because they've definitely gotten better. Screen printing's gotten better. In the beginning, we started off having somebody else do it for us, and he did a great job, but it was just that transition of, you know, getting the clothing, getting it to them, so on and so forth. It was just delaying it, and I'm a very impatient person myself, and it's exciting when you get your stuff right away for the most part. And we're still about a week getting stuff out sometimes. We're working on that. We're going to actually have more of an inventory of everything. And when you order, hopefully we can get it out that next day. That's the goal. So if you have ordered from us and it took a while, I apologize. It is getting better. So just bear with us. We're a new company. We're basically working out all the kinks. It's all been a huge learning experience, and it's been a blast so far. So other than that, hopefully we can shoot a turkey. I'm going to start my calling, doing a little calling here and there. I haven't seen really any birds across the field yet. I'll show you what my spread looks like outside of the window here in just a second. All right, so here's my setup. Double bowl, Primos blind. I'm telling you, if you want to get a good blind for turkey hunting, they do have a pretty hefty price tag, but well worth it. Obviously I can see out, they can't see in, and we forgot chairs yesterday morning, Graham and I did, and we could still sit on the ground and still see out of it with no problem. I was really worried about that, like you constantly have to get up and see, but not with this blind. You can literally sit on your butt and look out the window if you have to. So yeah, this cameras were running, the GoPro to go back towards me. Hopefully I'll remember to turn all of it on. And then you know, the shot cam, that was probably one of the best investments we could have got so far, because that'll get some good secondary footage for us, you know, with the reticle and whatnot. Stuff like that's huge. So again, there's the Jake with the lay down hen, getting ready to breeder. I can actually stand up in this blind too. I'm 6 foot tall, exactly. I got my 2 hens walking away because they're not interested in what's going on over there, and another hen. So I got 4 other hens outside of the layout, or the lay down hen with the Jake out there, half strutter Jake, all by EVNX. They make a pretty nice decoy. They look really good to our eyes. I'm sure they look good to their turkey's eyes too. Again, the guy threw that little ball over to them guys, and they're like, what is this little tiny thing? Turkey's brain. They're small. Remember them 3 things: looking for food, what's going to kill me today, and where's the females. So that's what you got to beat. So again, that view, railroad tracks, they typically come from over there. There's an easy spot from over here. They will just come right over the middle, but then they got the swamp here, and then we have this corner over here where there's a nice trail that comes out. So hopefully we can make it happen today. If not, I'm happy sitting out here. Hopefully my dad gets out here. I did tell him I brought an extra chair for him. Hopefully get him his first turkey. Took him out last week, and seemed like he enjoyed it, even though we didn't get any birds. You got to hear him roost, or up in the roost gobbling on the shot gobble. Hit him with them locator calls. So outside of that, good luck to everyone else that's out. I hope to get it done today so that I can start filming some other people. All right, guys. So I haven't been really hearing gobbling out through the middle of the day, and I literally just had over to my left, probably 200 yards, well, about 150 yards on the other side of the railroad tracks, 150 from me, a gobble, and then literally just right before I hit this record button, one over here to my right, and he sounds really close. So hope they come out and hope they see the spread and they like it. Here we go, hopefully. All right, so I'm gonna move. I was hearing all the gobbling in the other big field on the other side of it. I took a walk over before I moved everything. Well, a crawl, essentially, and I seen the toms in the, there's a field, another wide open grass field I could see on the other side, so I knew I could sneak everything over here when a train came through. So I had the bright idea, let's pack everything up somewhat and just walk with the blind. Excuse me, just ate a bunch of Reese's. So basically all I did was I kind of packed everything up somewhat, and I just walked underneath the blind, and it worked. So now I'm over here and it's raining. I've heard a few gobbles. They've pretty much shut up for the most part, but I've heard some hens here and there, but we'll see. Oh, and I fell over in my chair because I don't know if you've ever been sat in a plowed field before. It's not level. I wish I would have had the GoPro on so you guys could have seen that. All right. As we can tell, we're at the end of our video and we don't have a bird down. So sat for 8 hours. Didn't have any birds come over to our side of the field. Obviously, I've just seen them on the other side of the railroad tracks. They just didn't want to cooperate today. Not a big deal. Got a lot of notes wrote down. You know, when you're out in the woods or in the field, you know, it's time to think. You know, the brain, it's easier for it to work. There's really no distractions, you know, obviously, unless a bird comes in. But obviously, I see I got Chase here. He just came downstairs to my office and wanted to hang out with Dad. So he's wish I could take this old boy out in the woods with me to go turkey hunting, but let's be honest, he'd probably chase the birds and bark at them. That's his new thing. He likes to bark at people. Gets that from his older sister. But other than that, please get over to the website and see all the new merchandise. We did a little updating on the just the appearance of the website. And next week, we're going to be doing some podcast, like a podcast. It's more of a video podcast for some of the other companies. You know, we obviously have Hadley Calls and Waterfall Innovations. Oh, you want to get down? We're going to just basically do some, Q&As of what's going on with them, and just kind of, get some information out there for them. This dog is restless, I swear. So, other than that, guys, don't forget to like and share. Gonna get up tomorrow at 5 a.m. It's almost 10 o'clock tonight. I still got to eat dinner. Getting 8 hours out there in the field. I wouldn't typically sit that long in one place, but it was a great stress reliever. With everything going on in the world today and just life in general, it's never a bad idea to just go sit in the woods. If you have never done it, well, I'm sure most of your hunters, you've done it, but it is the greatest thing ever. It's peaceful. Even when it started raining, a lot of people would just be, pack their stuff up. I didn't care. I sat there and just waited. So, other than that, guys, we'll see you soon. Stay tuned for some more videos. Request for ooh, you tired? Aw. We've had a lot of requests for build that women's lineup, which I definitely want to do.